This is the Road to the Kentucky Derby, presented by Woodford Reserve.
Coming up on Saturday, it's the $1 million TwinSpires.com Louisiana Derby. Joe Kristufek, Scott Shapiro will be analyzing the 12 horses in the race, Scott, but we've got a couple guys here who will be riding for $1 million purse.
Yeah, Brian Hernandez Jr., Corey Lanerie will be riding the race, Sun Thunder, Baseline Beater. And Joe, when I'm looking at the race, there is not a lot of speed on paper. These guys will be riding horses that don't have any potential speed. My question to you guys is, when you're riding horses like that, you handicap the race beforehand. Do you ride your horses differently, or do you have to just kind of let your horses be themselves and let them settle?
A lot of times you just have to let your horse be, but in the same aspect of it, you have to go into a race like this knowing the horses around you and kind of anticipating what other guys in a race will do as well, because like you're saying, everybody's going to see the same thing. Oh, they don't have a lot of speed in the race, so you might get 3 or 4 guys that'll try to change up their horse's running style. And fortunately for me, I ride for a guy that he kind of let the horse kind of let the race develop for the horse and don't try to force things into it. So like I said, I think with my horse, I just got to go into it and let him run his race like we did in the Risen Star. We got lucky and got through up the inside the whole way, and we thought we were the winner that day. We just got run down by the Cox horse late.
Yeah, and my horse, his running style is he's got no speed. Every time I've ridden him, he's come from way back, and so I don't think you're going to change that. And he's drew the 12 hole, so it might be good today that he doesn't leave there showing a lot of speed, where I can kind of let dust clear, let everybody run through the first turn, and then get on over and save some ground going into the first turn. And then from there, I have to, just read the race. And like Brian said, you kind of have an idea where somebody's going to be and pick a horse you might want to follow and just try to give them the best trip without getting stopped and saving some ground.
How hard is it to be patient when you're running for $1 million?
You don't really worry about it. We've been in this situation enough times now where it's almost just another race. It's Louisiana Derby, of course. It's a $1 million race, but going into it, you got to go in there knowing that, hey, I'm going in there riding a good horse, and they pay us to give them the best trip. So that's our job, is to make sure and stay out of the horse's way, and that's all you got to do. It's horse racing. It's not jockey racing a lot of times.